Good evening and welcome into the Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week. Tonight we are at Ridgeview High School with the Blazers host the Bengals of Blythewood High School. Glad to have you with us. My name is Stacy Huff, joined by my broadcast partner Chris Deering. And Chris, these two teams played just 6 days ago. Familiarity breeds contempt. They're real close, about 4 miles apart, and a lot of love and hate here between these two schools.
Yeah, tonight, Valentine's love is in the air, but not between these two teams, Stacey. They just played 6 days ago. A region title's on the line tonight, but bigger things are ahead for both of these teams. Playoffs starting next week. They both have aspirations to go a long ways in the playoffs. And
both are talented teams and well-coached teams. Let's talk about the key players of the matchup. We begin with our visitors from Blythewood High School.
For Blythewood, a junior, Chase Thomas, 23 points a game, 12 rebounds a game, 3 steals a game. She's a 2-time region player of the year and a 2-time all-state selection. She is a bucket getter, Stacey.
Yeah, it's very exciting. That junior class is big for Blythewood. How about for Ridgeview, their key player?
For Ridgeview, Anasia Harvey, a senior, 15.5 points a game, 10.8 rebounds a game, 1.8 steals. She's going to be key to this Blazer attack.
And congratulations to Anasia. She just committed to Wingate University just about a week ago. So keys to the ball game. Both teams have a plan. We begin with Blythewood's keys to the game.
For Blythewood, they got to protect the basketball, and they got to find a way to take good shots on the offensive end. For Ridgeview, limit turnovers and get out and play good transition defense.
Well, that's it. The scene is set. We set up for a rival matchup, the finale of the season on Valentine's night. Stay tuned for the Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week coming up next.
In a world where inflation is pushing everybody around, only one checking account has the power to give inflation a wedgie.
Okay, I'm going to stop that before it goes any further. Hi, I'm Mark. Safe Federal Credit Union is offering its new Power Up checking account with 3.25% annual percentage yield on qualified balances. For more information, visit us at safefed.org, insured by NCUA.
RV High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The spec. Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud. Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
Scan the QR code on your screen with your mobile device and download the Watch Fox News app to never miss a local first update. Sponsored by the Stanley Law Group, your injury law professionals. Stay safe, alert, and informed with a Skywatch weather team. AMS certified Chief Meteorologist Taylor Knust and meteorologist Clara Faith bring you local first weather updates on air and online on Watch Fox News.
Welcome back inside the Game of the Week here at Ridgeview High School, your site. Stacy Huff, Chris Deering here with you. Blythewood, Ridgeview, all set for tip-off. Let's talk about the starting lineup brought to you by Sounds and Images. Starting lineups, we begin with our visitors, Blythewood High School. Daniela Bosmans, Haley Hightower, Sharon Waters, Chase Thomas, India Williams, who just went for 1,000 point, number 24, last week. And Janaya Carter leads the Ridgeview lineup. A senior guards, Aria Willingham, Cyan Banks, a senior also, Samaria Smith, and Anasia Harvey. It's a senior night, folks. They're starting all seniors here at Ridgeview High School. Simone Johnson, number 23, will play early. She's normally a starter when their best outside shooter. And we're set. Glad to have you with us. First of 2 games here at Ridgeview High School. Nothing came off the clock, so the ball was tipped, and so we still had 8 minutes.
Sometimes that clock just don't work the way we think it should, Stacy.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. If I'm because it's 0-0, but the coach that was losing at a time when the clock doesn't run always wants the time back.
That's right.
Nobody has a problem now.
We got Derek Howard over there running the clock, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Derek Howard, the Ridgeview High School football coach. Blythewood won Saturday by about 13 or 14, I think it was. We'll get that score in a minute. Good basket. Chase Thomas, we just talked about her with the points in the paint, brought to you by Thornwell.
Yeah, they get the ball down there that close in the paint, Stacy. It's gonna be tough on them.
4,000 children in foster care across South Carolina. Not nearly enough homes to welcome them. Thornwell points in the paint. And Ridgeview trying to answer back the other way with points in the paint. And that's up and in. And a foul. Count that basket. The hoop and the harm. Thornwell points in the paint. That looks like check that. North Point Heating and Cooling points in the paint. Zaria Willingham, a senior, with the basket. And she gets the extra point coming up here. Then I don't have them.
That was a big-time rebound, Stacey, but she couldn't convert the free throw to get the three-point play.
Free throws may be big for both teams. This game may be a close one. Could not convert. That's going to be Chase Thomas driving strong and going to get – she gets fouled trying to get inside the paint. Both teams trying to attack the rim.
You know, Stacey, last week on that Saturday game, Chase Thomas was 16 of 19 from the free throw line and already getting back there tonight. That's a key part of her game, and if she does that again, it's going to be tough for this Ridgeview team to keep them out of off the board.
Yeah, Chase Thomas already has her 1,000 point. Last week, India Williams joined her in the 1,000 point club, both juniors. So Chase Thomas had an outstanding career. They started in 9th grade here. So this is our Stewart Law office's free throw line. StewartLaw.net, I believe, is the website. That lefty free throw, no good. Both teams 0 for 1 at the line right now. You know, Chris, you're the free throw czar.
Well, again, she was 16 for 19 on Saturday.
You jinxed her earlier in the game. She
got
got
0 for 2 tonight.
And India Williams with a nice rebound, no good. Samaria Smith out for Ridgeview, and they're going to push. So now your Carter, number 1, who's really a solid defender. What she gives you on offense is going to be a bonus. Nice drive inside the paint. Samaria Smith, number 21, one of the keys. One of the 2 players that Coach Gibson said had to play well. That's North Point Heating in there, points in the paint, Chris.
Yeah, twice in the paint and then in the paint on the other end.
India Williams, boy, both teams attacking the rack. And here another pass ahead. It's a fast-paced game. Samaria Smith couldn't get it in. Up, Zaria Williams, her 4th point of the basket, 2nd bucket. North Point Heating in there getting a workout early in this ball game with the points in the paint.
And second chance points as well. She's getting rebounds and being able to score off the rebounds. That's a big key. Ridgeview didn't do that good Saturday.
Chase Thomas with they're going to call an offensive foul. She made the bucket. She thought she was celebrating, and they called it. They said the Ridgeview defender was set, so no bucket. They wave it off. But how aggressive are these 2 teams out the gate, Chris, attacking the paint?
Stacey, we were both there on Saturday. Much better start for Ridgeview. Yeah. I know we only a minute and a half in, but much better start for Ridgeview tonight than it was a week ago. And
if they can get in the half-court game, that's to their advantage. They have the much taller team. But when they get in a fast-paced game, that really favors Blythewood. Blythewood wants to make it, Coach McElvain wants to make it a track meet. Get a score to press, though. And that
tough man defense by Blythewood right
absolutely.
now.
Cyan Banks, the senior, got it in. Got the senior roll that time. Used all the rim. Cyan Banks, number 10, with the North Point Heating in there, points in the paint for Ridgeview.
That's what, Stacey, 8 points in the paint for Ridgeview, and they didn't do that Saturday.
And the steal, Zaria Willingham with a steal and bucket. 6 points for Zaria Willingham, and a timeout called Blythewood. 30-second timeout. What a start.
That is a fast start for the Blazers. They needed that, a little confidence boost as well in front of their home crowd. That's got to be a big boost for them.
Zaria Willingham, not a huge scorer over her career. Starts tonight on senior night, and how about that? 6 points for Ridgeview to get them off, and one of them on a steal and a coast-to-coast conversion.
6 points, and they said coast to coast, and 2 offensive rebound stickbacks.
Coach Gibson, Terrence Gibson, we'll talk about him in a moment. He's a VCU alum, a Keenan High School standout back in the day. Coach McElvain, been around the block for a while. She assisted at Blythewood a few years back when they were 0-19. And they've turned this thing around now, one of the top 10 teams in the state in girls basketball in 5A. So we'll talk about McElveen a little bit as the game goes along. And that's a basket from a young lady who just transferred from Ridgeview over to Blythewood, number 22, Sharon Waters. And just like that.
And bad decision, Stacy, right there. We talked about turnovers in the beginning. That was a bad decision trying to force the issue a little bit.
That's Coach Gibson on your screen right there. Again, talking about the Keenan alum, VCU, played at VCU back in the day. And Ridgeview, I want to say 17 years. He finally got to a lower state championship last year. First time they've ever gone that far. And lost to AC Flora. Sharon Waters, again, I mentioned the Ridgeview transfer. Great ball handler, number 22 in gray. Ridgeview in the white with purple trim. Blythewood, what is that color? What is that color right there?
You're talking about Waters, Stacy. She's more of a facilitator. If they get points out of her, that's a bonus.
Absolutely it is. Anasia Harvey, the leading scorer for Ridgeview, couldn't get that to go. I'm trying to get the color of Blythewood uniforms. What is those? They normally wear the dark blue and gold trim, but this is a, is that a, yes, something in the Green family maybe? But the gold trim, the Bengals. Oh, Zaria Willingham with her second steal. She got to get it to that left hand. She brought the ball back to the right side and got it stolen away, knocked away.
That's been a prime example of putting it to your left side and going up with your left hand.
Got to go to the left hand there. But it was a great steal. That's her second steal of the ball game for Willingham. Harvey is scoreless early. Their leading scorer. The Wingate commit. Can't get it to go early. 10-7 is your score. It's a football score. And we'll talk about how wrong my Super Bowl pick was later. In the
both bars.
Wow, it was horribly wrong. Blythewood looking to attack. They're attacking the basket to our right. You're right. Sharon Waters already hit 2 in a row, not known for scoring.
And that is a bonus.
Listen, she's a senior who would have been having senior night on the other side. She's going against her old teammates and let them know. And that's a three-point sponsor. It's Will Luke Ray Opportunity School. 100 years and a better life for youngsters. That's Coach Gibson on your screen right there. It's going to be a packed house tonight. It's going to be crowded.
Coach Gibson's got to be a little bit happier today than he was on Saturday.
Well, he's going to hold on and see about these turnovers. That's what happened. We'll see how they handle the pressure. It's going to be a foul running through a screen that time for Blythewood, and Cheyenne Banks got knocked to the floor. They called that on India Williams. That's a tough pass right there. That's one of those turnovers that Ridgeview can't afford to have, and that's might have been a travel. Good steal that time by Blythewood. Good hands in there now. Another scrum. Willingham and Waters. The hell ball, the arrow is going to favor Ridgeview at 3:52 in the first quarter. We're going to step away and head to break here on the Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week. It is fast and furious here on Valentine's night at View County. Stay with us.
I was at work one day, and as I was pulling one of the heavy loads, I felt something pop in my shoulder. I thought to myself, okay, maybe I need to have someone else on my side. After my first meeting with Stewart Law Offices, I was very well satisfied with what they explained to me and the process that we were going to go through with the whole situation. I had someone on my side finally that cared about me and what happened to me and my family. So if you're hurt, don't hesitate. Give them a call.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Watch Fox News digs deep into the facts and gives you an inside look at stories impacting you.
The whole house could almost implode. I don't have a house right now. I'm in a rental house. Thank goodness it's in the same neighborhood.
Holding elected officials accountable and listening to your concerns.
Spoke to the CEO last week, who had the nerve to tell me that these primates have a good life. They have a life until they're killed by a barbaric and horrific disease.
Making your concerns our priority is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Welcome back here from Ridgeview High School. They call it View County. It's going to be a packed house tonight. The season finale Blazers, the Bengals, 10s everywhere. And, of course, coming up at halftime, we have the Atkins Law Firm Scholar Athlete of the Week. At the end of the season, one of these Scholar Athletes of the Week will win a $2,500 scholarship. So stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. Some exciting youngsters to tell you about doing it in the classroom and on the field of play. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here with you. And Chris, it has been fast and furious. I know it's a movie title. We got it going on right here.
We absolutely do. And, one thing, it's very physical out there right now. I don't know which team that benefits the most, but it's been very physical on both sides, and they let them play a little bit. And so we'll see who that benefits the most coming down in the rest of this first half.
Simone Johnson now in, Ayanna Lewis, some of the younger players who get a lot of playing time are back in now. But he started the seniors, and Simone Johnson, 23, is who's going to play on the next level. She's an outstanding shooter with height and range. She has her with the ball right there. Good pressure defense, good man-to-man defense for Blythewood. This is a turnover right there. Good job. Coach McElveen's got to be pleased with that. Emily McElveen, yes. No 5-second call. That or a shuffle of the feet. We're trying to get some technical things right now here. I was looking around trying to see what we can help your audio out. Glad to have you with us, folks. Here's Valentine's night. I hope you're watching this before you head out to dinner. Love is in the air.
Dinner playing, Stacey.
Oh yeah, tomorrow night for me and the missus.
Same here, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, I'm working and she has some sorority stuff. Look at that, Nasia Harvey. Nice feed and a nice finish for 25. North Point Heating and Air points in the paint. And back the other way before we can read the read. North Point Heating and Air points in the paint. That time for the Bengals, it is Anaya Guerrero.
This is what we expected coming in, Stacey, and they're not disappointed in the first quarter.
And another turnover. This is how Ridgeview had the game taken from them last time. Turnovers, and they're doing it again. They're stealing it from Haley Hightower. 5'4". Hightower's a talented junior. And this is where they lost it right here. That pressure D, and that's what Coach McElveen wants to do. She wants to make it a fast-paced game and steal and turn into transition buckets. Samaria Smith that time to see it. She cut off the defender and finished. Nice finish.
That was a nice move right there.
North Point Heating and Air points in the paint. 3 balls in the air. That was just long, and Harvey is going to corral that. All 14s everywhere on the 14th. 14s run wild, Chris.
Now, last one, Stacey, I can't believe you didn't say it. That hit Wood.
I did. There's a Nasia Harvey on the pass from Simone Johnson. North Point Heating and Air points in the paint once again. I don't have the read with the sponsors. I don't have the reads with it. They're going to get a foul on the ground. Oh, they're calling it 2 shots. They're going to give her 2 shots on that. So who's going to the line? That's our Stewart Law Office's free throw line. Sharon Waters has been very busy. There she is right there. Was on that team for Ridgeview last year that went to the lower state championship game. Lost to AC Florida, a team they had beat twice in the regular season. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in any sport.
I forgot about that, but you're absolutely right. And that's 7 points now for Waters, and that's a big key.
Sharon Waters has another. Stewart Law Office's Heating and Air. Stewart Law Office, free throw line. I don't think he can hear you. All 16s now. Banks, wild driving to the paint that time. Shalia Robinson in the game now. She started some games this year. I think she may have started last week against Blythewood. A junior, number 15, transfer from OW. That's an open look again. Might have taken that open 3. Had to look at a 3 that time. Daniela Bosmans, and turned it down and dribbled out of bounds. That's Coach Gibson on your screen. Man-to-man being played by Blythewood. Samaria Smith, no good. Johnson fumbled it away. Waters active in this ball game. The senior point guard, Sharon Waters. Oh, she anticipated that pass. A good pass to India Williams, but couldn't make it in the crowd. Shalia Robinson going to pull up for 3 right here. Short, Banks. Going to be Blythewood basketball. 35.6 left in the quarter. Stacy Huff and Chris Deering here with you. It's senior night here at Ridgeview. Halftime, they'll be celebrating the seniors, cheerleaders, basketball players. Banks, a risky gamble that time.
But no foul. They let them play.
Yeah, they let them play a little physical right now.
Physical, yeah. It says, senior night's always a fun time for the seniors.
Yeah, absolutely. Get the parents here. Got parents who, some people out of town for some of these players who haven't seen them play, coming to see them play their last game, and get their love and appreciation. 3-ball, long again, and again Waters, the long rebound. India Williams from the front, from the top of the key. India Williams, number 24, with the Will Luke Ray Opportunity School 3-pointer. Ferguson, the 8th grader, short. Didn't know they had no situational awareness that time. Didn't know the time on the clock. Stacy Huff and Chris Deering, stay with us, folks. That first quarter was fast and furious. More action coming up on the Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week.
Mark, you got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Tim, you've got Mr. Johnson. Matt, Rooftop, we got 10 systems. All right, let's start our day. Unlike many other local companies getting purchased by national corporations, we're still local and we prioritize your home comfort.
Local ownership means we are here, ensuring you get the help you need when you need it. Experience the difference with North Point Heating and Air, a local and family-owned company.
Don't let your system maintenance fall by the wayside. Call North Point today.
Light it.
But to win it all, that is the culture.
Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm going to crush this.
Let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back to Ridgeview High School. Started the second quarter. Bengals 19-16 on a 3-pointer right there toward the end of the first quarter, and it's been hotly and heavily contested. Safe Federal Credit Union Educator Spotlight coming up at halftime. They've got a $100,000 program to help students. We'll share more about that with you as the game goes along. Safe Federal Credit Educator Spotlight coming up. I have no read. And here we are, second quarter action.
That was a very entertaining first quarter, Stacy. Both teams played at a high level. Top 10 teams in the state, you sort of expect that, and they're not disappointing tonight.
Waters is playing a lot of the ways here. That's Simone Johnson came off that bench with a steal. Ferguson, the 8th grader. She's a talented 8th grader. Couldn't get it to go. Banks going to get fouled going up. It's going to be a shot foul. Let's see what they call it on. They call that on 11. I'm going to take a look right here on this player. They're going to get it on. It was two people there.
Yeah, two right there.
They got it on 11. Daniela Bosman's Stewart Law Officers free throw line for Cyan Banks. Banks, another starter on that team that made a run last year. Looks like Blythewood might be a team this year that's set poised for a run. These juniors were freshmen, took their lumps. That's how it works a lot of times, Chris. Banks got them both.
Made one of two.
Made one of two. Check that. So 19-18 is the score. I thought it was 19-16 before she went there.
I thought she only made one of two, but maybe I saw it wrong.
Bosman's deep in the paint. He's going to kick out. Williams. Still ain't got a color for these. That might be a travel. Still got a color for those Blythewood uniforms yet. It's a pretty color, but I'm not sure what they call that. They're in the dark jerseys. Ridgeview in the white, purple trim.
Ridgeview extending the defense.
Williams. There'll be a rebound out the Banks. Ferguson gonna launch the headed block. That's a good block shot that time for Blythewood. This is a young lady who blocked the shot, comes away with the basketball. Anaya Guerrero is really hustling. She's all over the place. Had a block shot and then got the loose ball for the Bengals.
And then got a foul in the backcourt.
Yeah.
As a coach, you never want to see a foul in the backcourt like that.
No, that's a bad foul that far from the basket. 6:35 in the second quarter. Both teams have been substituting liberally. Ridgeview in a zone defense, 2-3 zone. Waters has hit a couple of buckets from the perimeter. India Williams for 3. Simone Johnson with the rebound. That's a foul in the backcourt, Chris. That's a foul you don't want to see in the backcourt for Blythewood. 80 feet from the basket.
Unless you know you can get a steal, you don't even attempt that. And that's 2 times in a row that we've seen teams commit the foul in the backcourt. You just don't want it.
6:11 left in the half. First game of 2. Boys game immediately following here. Senior night. First place on the line. Ridgeview wins this game by 14 or more. They win the tiebreaker, and they get the first round. They get the first overall seed. They get the conference championship. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Ridgeview, but if Blythewood loses by less than 14 or wins the game outright, they are region champs.
Their only loss this year is the Dutch Fork, Stacy.
Yes.
Another Midlands team.
Willingham got fouled. Zaria Willingham has really played well for Ridgeview. Has a chance with 2 shots here to give them the lead at the Stewart Law Office's free throw line, Chris.
You know, as a guard, she's getting underneath and getting rebounds, and that's a, you know, when you can get guards down there pulling down rebounds, that's a big plus.
Willingham gets the first. One more coming up. Tie game, all 19s right here. Remember Paul Hardcastle song, 19? Back in the day? No, 19?
I got that one.
Paul Hardcastle, man. Oh, man, that's back in the day. Got the Vietnam War. I have to play it for you sometime. That's back in our day now. I might have been a year or 2 ahead of you. Paul Hardcastle.
I should know that one.
Yeah. I'll have a hum it at a commercial break. And that's a wide open 3 look. Fight for the Samaria Smith comes away with it. Tie ball game. Tanaya Carter. A wild floater right there.
Almost looked like she was throwing an alley-oop, but I don't know who she was throwing it to.
If I say Stephen Douglas throwing an alley-oop, you get that one? You get that one? Okay.
I got that one.
Another long 3. Westers has some decent looks at 3s. I'm not. After Waters hit hers early, they haven't made another. And Ridgeview's best 3-point shooter, Simone Johnson, I don't think she's tried one this game. Oh, nice feed to Harvey in the paint. They got him out of here with a travel. Yes, that's a turnover.
That was a big key. We talked about it at the beginning, turnovers. And they're starting to mount up a little bit for you right now.
Absolutely. Too much of that to get you an L.
Over 3 minutes in, and Blythewood hadn't scored yet this quarter, Stacy.
Yeah, that's neither team really lighting that on fire. That's another same look from the 3 again from Bosmans. The shots it is. That's another look. The 3s are available. They're going to make them shoot the 3s. They're just not knocking them down. And we don't know if their strategy or not, but Ridgeview is making them shoot the 3 and they can't convert. Jaleel Robinson puts in the issue. Strong dribble. Good defense. Good collapse. They turned her back and collapsed. It's going to be a hell ball possession arrow. That's going to stay right there with the Blazers. Shania Carter going to inbound right here in front of us.
Again, extending the defense out to the half-court line, Stacy.
And that's going to be did they call a timeout? Did they give a timeout? Yeah, they gave Terrence Gibson a timeout there. He ran to half court and got that. At 4:07, he had a TV timeout coming in a moment. So they tried to debate now. He said
he saw a turnover coming.
Yeah,
so
he did. Yeah.
Oh, well, he didn't get the timeout maybe.
He's a bait. He said he didn't want it. Now he's saying he didn't really want it. So they're going to call. They're going to call. I think somebody was going out of bounds. They were heading out of bounds. It was at the same time. So simultaneously, the player was going to step out of bounds. So this is going to be Blythewood ball either way. Heading to the 4-minute mark. The second quarter. Waters, another clean look. And she gets another one. That's 3 threes for Sharon Waters. Will Luke Ray Opportunity School three-pointer.
Stacey, she's in double figures now.
Yes.
And we talked about it. Her getting points is a bonus, and it's a bonus this Blythewood team needs right now.
That's the difference in the ball games. That last 3 by Waters. Here's you looking for a bucket. Smith, the senior, a wild effort. They're going to say a hell ball, so that's going to be Blythewood basketball with 3:26 left in the first half. We're going to step away with Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week. Stacey Huff and Chris Deering having a grand time here in Northeast Columbia. Come on back, y'all.
I was driving a truck and working on a flatbed. It was raining, slipped and fell, and found out that my hip was badly messed up, said I couldn't work anymore. My company just decided they just let me go, canceled my insurance, and really didn't think I had any hope. And that's where Brent Stewart Law Firm stepped in. They told me just to quit worrying, that they had it taken care of. Like I say, that door that he opened for me was the best door that could have ever been opened. You'll find that he is a friend to you just as much as he is to me.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for a cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's News Now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's News Now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
Welcome back in. Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here with you. The Bengals of Blythewood lead 22-19 over the Ridgeview Blazers. And, of course, going at halftime, we have our Hog Power Sports halftime report. They have scooters, golf carts, all kind of good things. Hog Power Sports. You don't want to miss that. I'm going to make up the stuff. I don't have to read, so. Hog Power Sports. I love it. Every time I read that, I want to think about getting me a golf cart to get around. 3:25. Heading toward the 3-minute mark. So India Williams from 3, in and out. That's going to be Chase. Hunter couldn't get it to go. Nope, she wanted to foul. Chris didn't get it. Smith faked the 3, and Simone Johnson ran off the line. That's good D by Blythewood. Good defense. Hit wood.
Hit wood.
That's a couple times we've had some errant 3 balls in this game, Chris. Nothing but wood.
A lot of 3-pointers by both teams, which I don't think I expected coming into this game.
Johnson's going to shoot them, and both teams have a couple of young ladies that could known to make them, but they attacked the paint so much the first few minutes of the game. We thought they would keep that up, but these zone defenses has kind of shut that down here. So Mario Willingham has 3 steals already in that zone. She almost got one there, Chris.
She almost got one. She almost got a foul as well.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Very, very close. And there's a steal that time by Janiyah Carter. She's a really good defender. Has Smith in the paint. Couldn't get it to go. Another scrum for the ball, and Janiyah Carter comes out with it. Out to Smith. And there's Simone Johnson. She was open for a second, could have had a three. Good defense by Waters out there guarding the perimeter. Singleton missed, and Willingham with the left hand that time. North Point, he can have points in the paint. That time she used the left hand. Got it up and in, Chris.
And again, down on the box, doing some work as a guard. That's a big key for the Blazers offense right now.
1:40 left. That's good defense, right? That's hell ball. That's gonna be really true basketball. Janiyah Carter got both hands on it, Chris. Again, turnover was a key. Ridgeview turned it over way too much at Blythewood Saturday, and now Blythewood's kind of going turnover for turnover with them tonight. That's not what Coach McElveen wants to see happen. Mentioned Coach McElveen. She's an East Clarington native, from Manning, South Carolina native. Coach that went to Lawrence Manning and coached some there. Went to Newberry College. Coached a middle school here in District 2 at Muller Road. Coached at Richard Wynn up in Fairfield. She was the head coach there for a year. And he's been assistant here for a couple years at Blythewood and then took over last year. That's a good look again. Getting clean looks at threes, and that's just a strong move by Hunter. This time, Bosmans gets the foul, and she gets 2 free throws at our Stewart Law Office's free throw line, Chris, with a chance to take the lead for the Bengals.
Not many free throws been attempted tonight, Stacy, and I thought in that first game, Blythewood getting to the line with a really good key. I think Chase Thomas is getting a little frustrated too. She's the Bengals leading scorer, and she's not scoring much tonight.
Yeah, I misspoke. I think I called her Chase Hunter earlier. It's Chase Thomas. I apologize for that. Chase Thomas is that's over the ball over there. Very spectacular junior. Too much on that pass though. Carter comes away. Carter looking to push for Ridgeview. Good job in Blythewood. Transition defense for both teams at times has been really good. Carter all the way, and that's what you do. They didn't stop ball. Janiyah Carter took it to the rim. North Point, he can have points in the paint. I was just about to brag on the defense, and they just gave him an open red carpet treatment. They were at the Grammys.
Right down the middle of the lane.
Paparazzi, let her have it.
I think she stopped for a photo afterwards.
Absolutely, and Ridgeview takes the lead now. They were trailing by a point. They just took the 1-point lead, 23-22 with that. And Carter again to the rim. They never stop basketball. Coach McElveen is not happy. Janiyah Carter with the last 4 points of Ridgeview. North Point hitting it out points in the paint.
Right now, Carter's playing outstanding, and she's carrying this team offensively at this point.
A nice look that time. Smith knocked it away, but Waters tried to get in. Under 5 seconds, a reverse. Oh, that would have brought the house down. And she made that. 2 seconds left. And then called a double dribble. That's going to be your first half. Blazers 25. Bengals 22 is halftime here. Senior night at Ridgeview on Valentine's night. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Stay with us for halftime. Coming at you right now.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation.
We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it.
We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
Some days your strength and resolve are tested. You need a team behind you to keep you going. The experts at Lexington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide specialized treatment for the athlete in all of us. Backed by the #1 rated hospital in the Midlands, life's a sport. Keep playing.
Watch Fox News digs deep into the facts and gives you an inside look at stories impacting you.
The whole house could almost implode. I don't have a house right now. I'm in a rental house. Thank goodness it's in the same neighborhood.
Holding elected officials accountable and listening to your concerns.
Spoke to the CEO last week, who had the nerve to tell me that these primates have a good life. They have a good life until they're killed by a barbaric and horrific disease.
Making your concerns our priority is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation.
We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
Region championships.
Welcome back into halftime here at Ridgeview High School. They're hosting the Blythewood Bengals. And now time for our Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Atkins Law Firm. And for Blythewood, it is Daniela Bosmans. Daniela is the captain and second-team All-State basketball player for the Bengals and is a Richland County Player of the Year nominee. At school, she has a 4.3 GPA and a member of the National Honor Society and a superintendent scholar. In the community, Daniela volunteers at kids' basketball games, middle school leadership conference, and holiday wishes. She hasn't decided where she'll go to school next year just yet, but we wish her the very best wherever her future plans take her. Congratulations, Daniela. You are our Scholar Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Atkins Law Firm. Stay with us, folks. More halftime coming up.
It's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
You're watching the Hog Power Sports Halftime Report. Hog Power Sports, your Columbia dealer for scooters and golf carts.
Welcome in to halftime here at Ridgeview High School. The Blazers leading 25-22 over the Bengals of Blythewood High School on senior night. Stacey Huff here at courtside, joined by Assistant Athletic Director of the Blythewood Bengals, Ryan Johnson. And Ryan, good to have you here with us and share time with us and tell us some things going on at Blythewood High School.
Well, we're happy to be here. We've had a great season so far athletically. Our kids have been really active. We won region championships and a lot of sports in the fall. Both of our cross-country teams and our cheerleading team both had their best finishes ever at the state championship level. We had the girls golf state champion, 3-time state champion, Caroline Hawkins. And now we're rolling it over into the winter. Our wrestling team just finished up their team season. They wrestled for the upper state championship last week. And now the boys and girls both ranked, and they're going to be doing individual wrestling this weekend. And, of course, these two basketball teams are playing really well right now.
Two top 10 teams in basketball on the girls and boys side. Speaking of which, the doubleheader tonight, go ahead and make your predictions, man. You were right about the Super Bowl predictions. Congratulations to your Eagles, by the way. You're a longtime Eagles fan, so I was wrong. You were right. I got to tell you that on air. Who's going to win this girl and boys game matchup tonight?
I can't go home if I don't pick the Bengals, right? But I'm picking the Bengals from my heart. The girls have had an outstanding season, and the boys are coming together, too. We got some guys that can light it up, too. So it's been fun to watch, and it's been great to see these kids work hard and achieve success.
Thank you, Ryan, for sharing some time with us here at halftime.
Thank you.
Ryan Johnson, Assistant AD over at Blythewood High School. Stay with us. More halftime coming up here from Ridgeview High School and the Stewart Law Office High School Hoops Game of the Week.
I was at work one day, and as I was pulling one of the heavy loads, I felt something pop in my shoulder. I thought to myself, okay, maybe I need to have someone else on my side. After my first meeting with Stewart Law Offices, I was very well satisfied with what they explained to me and the process that we were going to go through with the whole situation. I had someone on my side finally that cared about me and what happened to me and my family. So if you're hurt, don't hesitate. Give them a call.
Mark, you got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Tim, you've got Mr. Johnson. Matt, Rooftop, we got 10 systems. All right, let's start our day. Unlike many other local companies getting purchased by national corporations, we're still local and we prioritize your home comfort.
Local ownership means we are here, ensuring you get the help you need when you need it. Experience the difference with North Point Heating and Air, a local and family-owned company.
Don't let your system maintenance fall by the wayside. Call North Point today.
It's back. Stewart Law Office's High School Hoops returns every Friday at 6 p.m. on Watch 57.2 and online. Feel the action as local rivalry split out week to week to be crowned the champ. Watch the excitement as these talented athletes from our community give it their all. Stewart Law Office's High School Hoops.
You're watching the Hog Power Sports Halftime Report. Hog Power Sports, your Columbia dealer for scooters and golf carts.
Welcome back to halftime here at Ridgeview High School. They call it View County, and it's Valentine's night, a sweetheart of a game. Blazers 25, Bengals 22 in this rivalry. First place in the region on the line, Stacey Huff and Christopher Deering. How did we get to 25-22? Well, I'm glad you asked. There's a moving picture show. Tell them all about it, Chris.
I love a moving picture show, Stacey. On the offensive end, Chase Thomas underneath. You know, she's been silenced a lot, but we'll see what she can do in the second half. She does have 2 fouls, and there's Zaria Willingham. She's been the guards underneath for Ridgeview's been really good.
Yep, there's Smith right there. India Williams.
India Williams has been good for Blythewood.
Just went up 1,000 points last week.
And there's the offensive rebound by a guard.
Willingham once again. Cyan's.
That's by Banks, right? Yep. A lot of guard play here for the Blazers early going. Banks again, and Waters has kept Blythewood in the game with the 3 long balls. Yeah. So that's been a big key for the Blythewood offense so far.
Yeah, she's hitting from both wings at the top of the key. A senior transfer from Ridgeview, and there's a Nasia Harvey.
It's been sort of quiet, but Nasia Harvey got there too as well.
So that's some of the action, folks, back and forth. There's more right there for you. Harvey again.
There's Waters again from 3.
That was her third 3, yeah.
Yep.
Rattled it home. Let's look at some stats right quick. Some stats. What did that say to you, Chris? First of all, the rebounding, both teams on the glass, heavy.
A lot of.
We do have a stat sponsor.
42% for Ridgeview. That's really big. They're shooting the ball well. 11 turnovers for Blythewood, only 8 for Ridgeview. If Ridgeview can win that turnover battle, that's good for them.
Absolutely. They want to keep that. They want to hold those numbers down. That's better than they played on Saturday. Blythewood trying to get this one on the road again. First place on the line. We'll step away, folks, and we come back. We have 16 minutes to settle it in this heated rivalry between the Bengals and the Blazers on Valentine's night. Happy Valentine's Day once again, everyone. Stay with us.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. Here, we are committed to our clients. It's not just a case, it's personal. South Carolina is our home, and we're honored for the opportunity to represent injury victims and their families across our great state. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation.
We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm, your dedicated injury lawyers.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for a cleaner South Carolina. And it's the easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
The start of the third quarter, it is senior night. Stacey Huff and Chris Deering here with you. It is a nice atmosphere for high school hoops, Chris, and the magic of TV and the internet stream. Shout out to my Aunt Lois and Uncle Gene watching in Chesterfield, South Carolina. My whole team is watching the game. I appreciate everyone all over the world, all y'all tuning in, spending time on Valentine's night. Chris and I wait for my wives, and happy Valentine's Day to them. We got to give them some love.
Absolutely, yeah. I know my wife's listening.
I got a point of personal privilege. I got to say this. Tonight would have been my grandmama's birthday. She was a Valentine's baby. My grandma Cassie Bell celebrated. We celebrated every year Valentine's. We had a big party. Almost got her to 100. She made it to 98, 97, I believe it was. Almost got her there.
That's a good life.
She passed away. Yes, it was. It was a good life. She passed away about 10 years ago or so, 9 or 10 years ago, and still missed. Happy heavenly birthday to my grandmother, Cassie Bell Huff, the First Lady of Sandy Grove Missionary Baptist Church in Bakersfield, South Carolina. We're set for action. Blythewood going right to left. They in the dark jerseys. Ridgeview, the home team, in their white uniforms, purple lettering and trim. Stacey Huff and Chris Deering, buckle up. It's going to be a good second half, folks.
And one thing I checked is at halftime, Stacey, Chase Thomas has 2 fouls, so she did sit some in that second quarter.
Yes.
And she seems a little frustrated out there because she's not scoring like she's used to it.
Yeah, she missed some chippies too early in the ball game. She got some close-in buckets. That'll frustrate you. And Zaria Willingham, who's been huge in that zone defense. 3 right there on your screen, folks, came right over to here and almost dapped up Chris Deering right there. She has been gambling in that defense and coming away with steals. She has at least 3 steals in this ball game.
And doing a good job guarding on Thomas.
And that was a good look for Williams. The 1,000-point scorer couldn't get. They're just not getting it go. That's frustrating, and that'll help get you going. Harvey with a big block on Thomas. Maria Smith driving, couldn't get it to go. That's going to be off Ridgeview. Boy, that pace is hot and heavy here. So 7-16, just like that. We're less than a minute in, and already no points, but a lot of action.
Yeah, Blythewood with only 3 points since that first quarter, Stacey. They had 19 at the end of the first quarter and only 22 right now.
Another turnover.
They're not used to that, only scoring 3 points in over 9 minutes of action.
Absolutely, you're correct. Good defense being played up top. Both teams really aggressive. Harvey steps out the paint. Usually she operates in the paint. Missed that. And Waters again all over the floor making plays for Blythewood. And going to try a long pass to Thomas. And they may get Thomas going. Chase on the assist from Waters. Number 23 right there with a North Point heating and air points in the paint.
Yeah, she needs something to get her going. And that was a good pass by Waters and good finish by Thomas.
1 point game now. First bucket of the second half goes to the Bengals. A win for the Bengals or a loss by less than 14, and they win the region. Harvey couldn't get it everything but baseline finish, could not finish.
That's a tough one there.
That is a tough one. Rolled out, and now Blythewood looking to get this lead. Williams with a deep 3. Splash down, India Williams from deep.
That was a rainbow 3.
Boy, she shot it with so much confidence. Real great opportunity to school three-pointer. 27-25, a lead now. Janaya Carter driving a wild drive that time. Got the foul. 2 shots coming for Janaya Carter, the senior. Take a look, Chris.
Yeah, good. So this is the big 3-pointer by
India Williams.
Like I said, that drew rain. I mean, we're not expecting rain tonight, but I got a little bit, I think.
Yeah, it was a little cumulus clouds. They stopped the game last Saturday, these 2 teams playing. Family came on the court, and Williams had her 1,000-point, gave her the ball and the celebration and everything over at Blythewood just last Saturday. Carter goes 0 for 1 on the first free throw. Had to steal a law off the free throw line and missed them both. That'll hurt you right there now. Missed free throws. Blythewood now with a 2-point lead and the basketball. Thomas didn't get it to go, but a rebound by Guerrero. A lot of traffic there for Willingham. Comes out of it with the ball. That's a tough pass, but that's just a bad pass.
Yeah, not smart with the basketball.
No.
Hightower comes away with it.
And Thomas, Carter again with the rebound.
Carter's not afraid to go down there and get a rebound.
Tough young lady. She shows her toughness in man-to-man defense. I saw her probably a year ago, 2 years ago. She really plays good man-to-man D. Harvey got the foul. She'll get 2 shots. That foul's on 3, I believe. Our referees tonight, Jeff Smith, Zell Madison, and Jason James. Doing a great job letting the young ladies play, but keeping the game under control at the same time.
Yeah, very veteran crew.
Yes, these guys have been around for a minute. Harvey gets the first free throw. One more can tie it up here for the Blazers. 5:08.
You know, one thing we need to keep in mind a little bit, Stacey, for region, they got to win by 14.
Yeah.
And it's a back and forth affair right now.
Yeah.
course, Blythewood don't want to back into a region title. They want to win it outright.
It's a rivalry game. They definitely want to win. They want to ruin senior night with their bunch of juniors. They have a few seniors, but it's a junior-loaded team.